All right. What's up, folks? Time for early betting with me and Mike, the Sports Nuts. We're going to do it again. We were on earlier. Might as well do another live stream. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. We're in between periods of the Blues and Avalanche game. Waiting for some viewers to get in here, Mike, before I start the spiel. You know what I mean?
Sure.
No, we got no viewers yet.
No, that's all right. We can wait. We can wait it out.
We can wait it out. Oh, our resident smart aleck made it into the show. Boys, there we go. Now we got some viewers. All right, and there's Steve. Don't forget, click the links below to get the best sports books in your state. All right, let's do it. Also, fill out the form below in the description to get a personal one-on-one tutorial with Mike or Randall or, somebody other than me, probably, because I haven't been getting any appointments lately. Or you can click Mike's Calendly link or my Calendly link. How's that? And there's a Discord link below, too. And also, there's a Prize Picks link below. You better do that, too, folks. And on top of that, the OddsJam Partner Program, where you get 20% of all the revenue shared. Just share that with your friends, family, whoever you know, and 20% of all the revenue generated from that link. All right, so we're not going to carry whatever was in the group chat over to the show, because if we do, I will mute. And you guys will be backstage in a hurry, all right? So let's get into what's going on right now, Mike. Tampa Bay is going back to the conference finals, Eastern Conference Finals again. And I want to tell you one thing. John Cooper took a page out of Craig Berube's book. Did you know that he played this whole series with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen?
Yeah. Look, this game was over tonight. Florida was, they poured on a lot of shots, but they weren't going to win this game. And Tampa Bay is on their way. In my opinion, I think they're on their way to another Stanley Cup Finals appearance, because I don't think the Rangers or Carolina can beat them.
Vasilevsky was 979 save percentage, guys. Okay. That's humongous. And another shutout to end a series. The guy is friggin' money. Tampa Bay's money. And don't be surprised if they do win the cup this year, Steve. You said, can they three-peat?
Although they're going to have to get past my Rangers.
Maybe. Yeah, well, your Rangers got to get past the Hurricanes first. That's going to be tough, man. That's a tough team. But Shesterkin.
Carolina's good at home. There's no doubt. I think the Rangers can tie this thing up, but Carolina's tough at home.
They have home ice, so they'd have to win one on the road. That probably won't happen.
Yeah. Shesterkin is, though, playing like the goaltender.
That
he was when he gave me all that crap earlier, okay, about, that goalie sucks. Hello.
Well, he'll have to steal a game in Carolina. He will have to play outstanding one game in Carolina, whether that's game 5 or game 7. I think the Rangers are going to tie this thing up, though, honestly. Carolina they're not the same team on the road for whatever reason.
Remember, this is early betting for tomorrow, the 24th, so we want to get past all this stuff. Let's get to the Boston series. We won't say anything about the Mavs, because we're just not going to, because
that game's tomorrow.
Technically, the Celtics
they weren't going anywhere anyway. That's going to be a
we've got to talk about it. It's a game.
Are you sure?
Bob. Are you
sure, Bob? Because
I'm pretty confident.
You said the same thing about the Nuggets. You said the same thing about the Nuggets series.
That's because
you were wrong about a lot.
That's because it was a Stan Kroenke team, and I was confused. All right, so let's get back to what I'm going to talk about here. Celtics.
LGB. Do you bury the lead yet? Blues are up 1-0.
Yes, I haven't gotten that far. Let me host. Hang on. I was getting ready to come to you. Celtics game tonight. Pretty well going to cruise to a victory, and we're not going to worry about that. Celtics are okay. You guys are still on them. They're going to make it to the finals. You know, is that happening?
And they'll piss on the Warriors. Yeah. And they'll piss on the Warriors, or actually probably beat the Mavs. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah.
Boy, Bob, you know, if it were to ever happen, I would hope for it to happen now.
It's not going to. We're
probably not. I'm not going to predict that. And I'm not going to bet for that to happen. But
no,
boy,
I mean,
I would love it.
Mavs had to win game 2. If Mavs won game 2, I think it would have happened. But, you know, it was like that Lakers series back, or the Cavs series, you know, where J.R. Smith didn't know the score. You know, like, you can't lose a game against an elite team in that fashion and expect to win the series. It's just not going to happen.
You can't blow a 19-point
No, you
lead,
can't.
okay?
No.
There was more than just one play. Their perimeter defense, I said it the other night. I said, if their perimeter defense plays like that, they will not win this series. I'm right. I said they weren't going to win this series.
It had nothing to do with that. They couldn't hit shit. They couldn't hit shit.
Let's get moving to tomorrow night. I don't want to hear your crap. Just listen, all right? Here we go. Here's what the money line is right now for the Mavs. They're only like minus 110, okay? So on the money line, they're probably normal juice. It's -1 right now. I guess minus 105 you can get the Mavs for. There's really not a whole lot of values betting them tomorrow night, Steve, is there?
No. I mean, so one of the most tried and true NBA betting secrets is when a team's done, they're done, right? When they're done, just don't fucking waste any more money on them. But the Warriors have a very bad habit, and they did it against the Grizzlies, of not being able to close out on the road. Now, this is a little bit different. This is a Western Conference final. I think they're very cocky. They're very proud. They'd love the sweep. I think, that's why I didn't really bet the Mavs that heavy in game 3. Like I bet them first half, first quarter, and full game, but I didn't bet like crazy amount because, I'll always bet a team that's down 0-2 at home. But, I was worried like after that game 2, like that's demoralizing. So, what's the point? Maybe the Mavs can avoid the sweep, get the gentleman's sweep and, win one and go get their ass kicked in Golden State. I'm not going to bet the game just because I have Mavs plus 2.5 series spread. So I'm just going to pray they somehow win, and then I can think about a way to maybe hedge that in game 5. But I wouldn't be shocked if they win just because it's the Warriors' MO to not close teams out. But I also wouldn't be shocked at all if it's Golden State by 20. So.
Okay, Mike, what your feelings real quick?
Yeah, there's nothing to touch here. It's pretty obvious that Golden State will close this out, but we'll have to find out how much the Mavs want to stay in this and fight. It's really hard to come back from down 3-0 in any sport, let alone in the NBA where it's never happened. But if it's going to ever happen, somebody's got to at least figure out how to find that gear to get it done, but again,
what has Dallas shown you that gear at all?
No, not at all. Not in this series.
Well,
against
Phoenix,
against Phoenix, they showed me signs.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If the Mavs hit their shots, they can win any game just because of math. They're an extremely high volume 3-point shooting team. Now, I think Luka's going to win the MVP next year. So bet that as soon as it's available. Probably, I would say anything 6-1 or less is great value. And I think the Mavs can win it all maybe next year because everyone forgets that Tim Hardaway Jr. isn't playing. He's been hurt for a long time. They're going to overpay Brunson, but, I can see Brunson being like a Van Fleet type of a player where, is he overpaid? Probably, but he's still effective enough to win a championship with another all-star. But
I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to share my screen. Tim Hardaway Jr. is no Tim Hardaway. Okay, there we go. I just said it. Who cares about Tim Hardaway Jr.?
You heard about Tim Hardaway, right?
His dad would whip his butt all over the floor. Here's what we got, guys. I got a couple of plays here on the Positive EV page for tomorrow. I want you guys to look at these. Tell me what you think. We got Kevin Looney under 20.5 PRA. What is it? Minus 106. OddsJam perfect line, but you take the juice out, it's plus 108, and we can get it for plus 115 on points bet. Mike, I'm gonna let you go first. You like this?
I don't right offhand because Looney has had some pretty good outings here in this series, and this could be one of those games where he's big. I mean, you've seen it when Steve Kerr has a lineup and has something going. He doesn't care. He'll leave. You saw it. Steph Curry's sitting on the bench for how long? When he's got something going, he's got something going. So Looney has most definitely been really, really good in the series, and I'd just be a little nervous fading him, especially on a PRA.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean,
your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, like I was wrong about a few things in this series, obviously, but I thought that Looney was going to be almost a non-factor offensively. I thought that if Draymond and Looney were both out there, that those would essentially be two non-scorers for Golden State. Hasn't been the case. Looney had the best game of his career, 21 points in Game 2.
Kind of like Williams for Boston. Remember that?
Yeah, I mean, Williams is the key, right? So, for me, once I saw Williams was in, I just bet it with Boston. And actually, this is just a quick aside.
Right.
So dating back to the first week of the playoffs, when the Mavs lost but didn't cover Game 2 against the Jazz. That was the last time that a point spread came into play in the playoffs.
Right.
Meaning, so just like tonight, like we like the Celtics. I'm not going to sweat the 7 points. It's a fucking blowout. The average margin of victory in these games since round 2 has been like 19 points a game. It's just been blowout city.
I know it's nothing like the NHL, man.
Well, it's excellent. I mean, because my dad just texted me. He's like, this game's pathetic. I'm like, well, from a viewing standpoint, yes. From a betting standpoint, it's excellent because
right.
if you bet the Celtics.
So we got one other play on the positive EV page for tomorrow night's game. We're not going to take the Looney play. What about Jalen Brunson under 1.5 player made threes? Under. You don't like it, do you?
I'm not at first hand, but then again, it just depends if Dallas is going to come out and lay down or not. I mean, if they're coming into this and they're going to fight, then you would have to expect Brunson has a big game, and Dallas shoots the three very well. So it's very possible for him to hit 2 threes. So not right off.
All right. Well, you know what? What about you, Steve?
He averages about 1.5. So, that's why it's the line. I think he's going to come out and play hard, though, because, this is his last, most likely, chance to prove, that he's worth some big contract. So, yeah, that's what I like. That's what I'm going to bet. I'm going to bet Brunson over points. So it's definitely correlated. Luka concerned me with his press conference because, Luka kind of said, I'm 22 years old. It was a learning experience. Like, they've pretty much admitted defeat, right? It's not like we're going to come back in the series. It's just like, we're young.
I'm going to tell you right now, if that's the guy who's going to lead your team, that's not a leader. That's not what you say at a press conference.
I agree. I hated hearing that. No, I agree. Yeah.
You appreciate that because that's old school. Okay. You don't do that crap. All right. Let's
for sure.
We're going to get off of these two here, right now, because we're going to have to go back to this Mavericks Golden State game. I got one hockey play for tomorrow night in the playoffs, and I'm jumping on this. It's the Flames over 3.5 goals. Mike Smith, they've shown that they can get to him. He had a good game last night. Whoop-de-doo. Flames over 3.5 goals. Guys, plus 126, OddsJam perfect line. Without the juice, the no vig is plus 134. We can get it for plus 140. I'm jumping on it. What do you guys?
It's been a high-scoring series. After Calgary losing the other night, you'd have to assume that they are going to come out a lot more desperate. And the fact that Edmonton can score quite a bit too will put the pressure on Calgary to have to score. So I like that play.
Here you go. Tiger Woods, Rangers over Lightning in the next round. Tiger, are you okay?
That's what I said. Isn't that what I said to start? I said the Rangers are the Lightning have to beat the Rangers. No, I like the Rangers though. I like the Rangers. I mean, tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna look at that real quick here. I'm gonna actually go to that series, and let's go to the NHL. Let's take a look at the line for tomorrow. Okay, Rangers and Hurricanes. Rangers minus 115, so they are the fave. Not by much. Let's look at the puck line. See if you like a play on the minus 1.5. Look at this. Plus, this is why hockey is so tough to bet. All right.
And I almost bet the Rangers puck line last game, and it won on an empty netter. Yeah, because it was plus. Right. Yeah.
So minus 1.5. So we can get plus 230 for it. But the thing is that the play for me would be to play Carolina plus 1.5. But I'm not betting them odds.
No. But so here's my question. So like, if it doesn't go to overtime, and the Rangers win, they'll probably cover the 1.5, right? Because if it's
the 1.5 doesn't cover. No, you lose. As soon as it goes to overtime, if you got a minus 1.5, if it's a plus 1.5,
no. That's not what I'm saying. So I'm saying if it doesn't go to overtime, so if the Rangers win in regulation, you would think that they would cover that because with the empty netter, if they're up one with. I don't know. When do they pull the goalie? A minute left? More than that? I'm
going to tell you something, guys.
Anywhere from a minute to 2 minutes, So, I think the puck line on the Rangers with the value may not be a bad play. I mean,
or maybe you split the bet. You know what I mean?
Road. I don't know. I don't know that I trust Carolina on the road. We just saw it against Boston, and they survived because they won every home game.
I'm going to tell you where I'm going with this. I want you to hear what I'm saying. Here's where I'm going with this. I bet the Rangers total goals. Every game they played has been a total goal game. I've never bet them or the other team one time on the money line or the puck line. I think I'm going under 5.5 again. I know it's only minus 135, but that to me is the play. It's one for me practically every game this series.
So do you think? What do you think about parlaying the under with the Rangers?
On the money line? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do it. I can't put a parlay in here. I can put a separate bet, but I like the under. I could see that happening. Yeah, that's my feeling.
I mean, that would get you to plus 200 at least.
Yeah, that could change, I mean, that could change.
I like that. So, that might be being a little bit greedy, but I guess 3-2 would do it.
I don't mind it much at all. So really, all we've got right now is the Flames over 3.5 goals, and the Rangers and Hurricanes under 5.5. So we're going to go back to this NBA game.
Guys, when you look at the last series with Carolina, they lose to Boston. At Boston, they lose 4-2. Right. They lose the next game 5-2. They lose the next game they play in Boston, which was game 6, 5-2. They lose the game to the Rangers, the first one in New York, 3-1. So the puck line to me, does it not seem like the puck line Carolina on the road so far? They're getting beat by that minus 1.5. They're getting beat by 2 goals.
Now Tiger Woods is messing with me here. He just said Avs goal. You're nuts. Knock it off, man. Come on, Tiger.
Avs goal. Uh-oh.
Take it easy on me. No, it is not. I've got it up right here. My goodness.
Yeah. So, I got to be honest. I think that Rangers puck line, there could be some value there, guys, because so far Carolina on the road is getting beat by at least 2 goals every game. So, it could change, but that seems to me that tells me Carolina's just not.
No, it's a Colorado goal. God darn it, 1-1.
Oh,
There
it
you
was.
go.
It was legit.
All right, let's go back to this Maverick series. I want to go to the total. Okay. I went ahead and did the under in 2 of these games so far, and they've won me money. That's been my play. We're back to that 216, 215 and a half. I caught it for 218 and a half the other day because there was kind of a positive play on it. And you could actually get it under 218 for minus 140 if you wanted to go that, or under 218 and a half at minus 140. But the play right now is 216 minus 115. I don't see this as being a high scoring game, guys. I mean, Steve, I just really don't. I think I like the under. What do you think?
You know, I really hate betting games like this because I was completely wrong in the series, and now what am I going to do? I'm going to bet the Warriors and have them lose to add more pain. Lose more money in the series.
That's why I'm going with the total.
Yeah. I mean, in closeout games, they typically go over because the team who's down is going to keep fouling. But 216 is high. I mean, this has been an under series. I mean, the bottom line is, this series was always going to come down to how are the Mavs role players going to shoot from 3, because that's who they are this year. And they were horrendous in game 3, and it went way under. I would say if they're average, it probably is going to be very close. If they're hot, which they're honestly due for, it could go over. Because, I think the best bet here is actually the Warriors' third quarter, because I like it no matter what the scenario. If Dallas, comes out strong, doesn't want to get swept, Luka's conditioning is still an issue. So, that's why the defense has been way worse in the second half. By the fourth quarter, he's almost useless on defense. But, the Warriors have been that third quarter surge team.
Third quarter money line is minus 115.
I really like that. If the Warriors are up, if the Warriors
Colorado
are up,
just went up 2-1.
Jesus, the Blues suck.
Pouring it on them.
Stop that. All right, third quarter money line. I'm going to go back to this game. I like the total points, Mike. What about you?
I would assume that the under hits, but once again, if Dallas showed up to play and we knew Dallas was going to come out firing, there's a chance the over would hit, but I just don't see it. It.
All right, I'm going to take the under. You cool with that, Steve?
Yeah. I mean, with the gun in my head, I would take the under.
That's 4 bets now. Now the question is, can you parlay the third quarter in the under?
You know what you can't parlay? The puck line with the under. That's lame.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. All right, I'm going to quit sharing my screen. We got a couple more comments here. They're probably all Tiger Woods. As gold, Tiger, knock it off. Rangers, Tiger will bet the Lightning Monkey. 2-1 Avs.
What's this monkey Tiger nonsense?
I don't know. Hey, Tiger, do me a favor. Learn how to
put the bottle down.
Yeah. Finish a tournament, would you? All right. Hey, we're going to go on that, guys. That was
2 goals in 23 seconds. I like this guy.
Yeah. I don't like him at all. I don't even like the real Tiger Woods anymore. All right,
guys. Second period Avs.
Yep.
Good thing I didn't bet Blues.